Another day, another review, and welcome to the 245 horsepower Mark 7.5 GTI performance. Before I start with the review of the car, you can obviously see right at the front and in the back I covered up the number plates, because actually very many thanks to the owner of the car who lent it to me. He obviously doesn't want to show the number plates, that's why I covered it up. But yeah, let's just jump right in. This Mark 7.5 GTI performance is actually painted in this very like blue grayish color, and you can see obviously all around the red accents on the wheels, the caliper, around the headlights, up front, the GTI logo. And yeah, this car is in a very good shape. This car has only 40,000 kilometers on the clock, and it is already 6 years old. This car was built in, I think, August of 2019. And yeah, the owner collected it from you back then. He collected it from Wolfsburg and has driven it back to Hamburg, where it is right now. And yeah, this car is in a very good shape. I mean, basically no stone chips. You have here the big panoramic roof, the shark fin antenna. It's a 5-door configuration, and in my opinion this is actually maybe one of the best looking Golfs when you compare it to the other Golf generations. I think the Mark 7.5 is, as of right now, the best looking VW Golf in VW's history, in my personal opinion. Obviously I am maybe a bit biased given my own daily driver is a Mark 5 with 75 horsepower, 1.4 liter, and this is actually the third VW Golf that I'm reviewing on this channel. Obviously my own car, then the Mark 6, and now this Mark 7.5 GTI performance. And literally I can't stop staring at it. I'm standing here right now for like the past 5 minutes, and yeah, it looks absolutely beautiful, this car. It looks absolutely beautiful. You can open up the trunk in the VW Golf 5 when you obviously, just as my VW Golf 5, this VW sign in, and then you have this boot space, which is actually, when you think about it, quite big. I mean, I could certainly do a long road trip with it. And yeah, obviously the owner uses this car a little bit, not too much, but that's why there's a little chest inside. And I really have to say, when you close back the rear view of this car is such, I mean, it is so amazing. Look at it with those two tips. They actually sound, they are a bit hot given I actually drove the car to here, but I think the rear 3/4 of the car, damn, that looks absolutely insane. Now I am 6 foot tall, or 1.87 meters, and as already said, this car is the 5-door configuration, and this car has in the inside this very nice classic stitching. And the driver's seat is right now in my driving position, and I actually have decent amount of space back here, which is really nice. But given we are already in the car, let's jump right in the front, and then I will give you a little tour of the interior of the Mark 7.5 GTI performance. Right, we are now in the front of the car, in the inside, and as you can see, this is actually very well spec'd. As I already talked about, leather steering wheel. This car has the big infotainment system, which is really nice. This car has 7-gear DSG automatic gearbox, basically every driving mode you can imagine. And even though this car is 14 years newer than my VW Golf, I know it might sound dumb, but I actually feel the same DNA when driving it. Obviously this car is much more nice on the road than my VW Golf 5. But yeah, you have obviously here all these window switches, the door hinge, here the light, which is actually basically the same as my car, the vents, this big infotainment system, and this very nice analog display. This looks really, really nice. You have here a little storage cubby, and it is really, really nice. This car has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay as well, which is really, really nice. As you can see, you can basically hear, you know, radio, media, phone, navigation, app for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And you have right here this big sunroof, which is also really nice. And yeah, I actually have, you know, in the stationary review of the car, basically nothing to say negative about it. You can open up the engine bay when you pull a lever right here, which releases a catch up front. Where you then have this 2-liter 4-cylinder, 245 horsepower engine, which has a top speed of 250 kilometers per hour or 155 miles per hour, and 0 to 60 miles per hour or 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 6.2 seconds. And let me tell you, this car is not tuned. This is all factory, and it is actually really, really fast. And yeah, it is actually quite a clean engine bay, if you ask me. And given we already talked about the specs of the car, it is obviously front wheel drive. And yeah, given we already talked about the specs of the car, let's jump right in and go for a little drive. Alright, let's start this beast right up. You guys obviously hear this start button, and then it basically reveals itself. Alright, let's start it. Yeah, I mean, it does sound good, this car, it really does. Alright, I think let's just go for a little drive. Obviously it's an automatic, not a manual. I actually don't know what I would prefer. I mean, the DSG in this car is very, very fast. And yeah, overall I have to say, obviously front wheel drive. And now I really have to say, I mean, we can shift down a little bit into third gear. I mean, this car corners really good, and there's a reason for it, because there are actually quite many cars, I mean, quite many Mark 7.5 GTIs are used as track tools at the Nürburgring, which is, yeah, I mean, these are just really, really, really good cars. Honestly, these are really, really, really good cars. And even though this car has only 40,000 kilometers, the owner used it, you know, when he hasn't driven any of his other cars, as a daily, especially in winter. But let me tell you, I mean, this car has a big sound system. It drives so good. This car, even though it is already 6 years old, has basically still the new car smell inside, which is just, I can't comprehend how is this possible, because well, 40,000 kilometers, I mean, at some point the smell must go away, which is just, I don't know, but it is still here. It is still here, which is absolutely insane. And yeah, this car is overall, obviously you have here in the steering wheel of the GTI logo embedded. And yeah, it drives really, really good. And I know I already talked about that, I know 2 or 3 clips before that, but okay. But this, my daily driver is the VW Golf 5 with a lot smaller engine and obviously not so much tech. But this, I see the DNA of my Mark 5 in this car, and also in Mark 6. I've done a review obviously already also about it. And yeah, even though the DNA is maybe not, I mean, it doesn't feel 100% like my old shitty car, but I still feel the Mark 5 DNA, or let's say the Golf DNA, because yeah, it just drives absolutely fine. It drives absolutely fine. And obviously I am now currently in the beautiful German countryside, which, yeah, I mean, it is absolutely beautiful. This is the same road we have also tested the Mark 6, the Mark 5, and basically every other car. So I have a good understanding of the cornering of the car, etc. And yeah, this car is basically an all-rounder. And if you want a car that can do everything, that go on track days, that can go on road trips, that you can use as a daily, I mean, this car is probably, you know, when you want to spend 40,000-50,000 euros, I mean, you can get now a used one for like 25 to 20,000 euros, which is absolutely insane if you ask me. I mean, that is this car, or this model of car, is a great has great value for its money. And yeah, it is absolutely insane, this. I mean, this car rips. This car is so fast. And maybe I say it's so fast because, well, my daily driver has only 75 horsepower and this has basically 4 times more the power. But yeah, I mean, it is absolutely crazy, this. It is absolutely crazy. The leather steering wheel is also really nice. This car has active lane assist, which is quite good, but you can also turn this off. And yeah, this car is overall in a very good shape. I mean, I find myself just completely changing gear for no reason, because it is absolutely awesome to drive. There's no other way to put around it. And yeah, I mean, this car drives really good. I would love to do a road trip with this car, or with any Mark 7.5 GTI. You know, someday. Maybe I will own one someday, I don't know. But this is a really nice car. And this leather steering wheel makes me basically want to change my steering wheel, which is still a little shitty one, on my Mark 5. But yeah, I mean, this car drives really well. And I really mean it when I say it, because let's be honest, this car is 14 years newer than my Mark 5. And you can obviously tell it, but the DNA is basically the same. But it's crazy to think about it. But yeah, you have obviously also this multi-functioning steering wheel. So you have here on the left side your audio and your cruise control, your active cruise control, and you have here on the right the assistant, and you can change here through the modes in the cockpit, which is actually, you know, it is quite fun. You can see the oil temperature, you can see the traffic sign assist, your speed, and yeah, it is absolutely crazy, this car. It is really, really nice. Huge thank you again to the owner of the car who actually lent it to me. I mean, I am also, every time I get a car to review, I am very, very grateful that the owner actually gives the car to me to do a review and to film some other videos with it. And yeah, I mean, this car is honestly really, really cool. Alright, I hope you like this little review of the car, and yeah, I hope I see you in the next one. Alright, peace!